words and we learn a lot.
Triel's Primary School near Blackpool is a village school with 44 pupils. Like most village schools, each class can contain up to 4 different year groups.
Come on!
It makes personalised learning essential.
There are basically 2 classes in the school. We have an infant class that has reception, year 1 and year 2, and then a junior class with years 3, 4, 5 and 6. I think personalised learning is the children participating in their own learning journey. And as long as that participation is there and they own their learning journey, then they're going to take it on board. But I also think it's making decisions that involve their life here.
In this programme, we'll see how pupils have autonomy and independence outside the classroom, and how personalised learning works in other areas, like literacy and maths.
I think I have worked hard in this lesson and I've enjoyed it with David.
The Eco Committee is all about looking after the school and the environment. It splits into 4 different groups, such as the Tree Sparrow, the School Grounds, the School Council and the Healthy Schools Committee. Every person in the school is on one of these different groups. The School Grounds Committee meeting today is all about what jobs need doing and everything that we're going to be doing throughout the year. We're also going to be given some trees that we can plant over the school, so we need to decide where they're going to be put.
Well, I think we could actually put the trees. If we made a spare place for the trees, we could put it there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has anyone else got anything else to say? Yeah?
I think we should do a leaf pick as well, because it's autumn and leaves,
Yeah, for the autumn. On the School Grounds Committee, you look after the playground more than anything else, and you do litter picks and you scoop up the leaves and things to keep the school looking nice and tidy. Today we're picking up some leaves because, as we said in the meeting, we did say that we're going to do a leaf pick, so now we're doing it, and we've got some nice tools that we've brought from, so it's nice and easy to do.
So I just like being on school grounds because I actually quite like gardening.
Yeah, if there's any problems, you're the one who can make a difference. It's not anyone else, it's just you, and no one else might not bother doing it. Everyone can get a chance to speak their own opinions and say what they feel, and if anyone thinks that that's just a bit offensive, then it doesn't matter, because, you know, it's other people's opinions, not just the teachers. The teachers can buy things for us, so that's really good.
They don't really like going out gardening, so they choose their choice to go to a different school, and we're just lucky to do all these things.
We need to put what everyone's jobs are going to be. So we need someone to do the watering the plants and someone to do the compost.
I'll do the watering the plants. I'll do the compost.
We could have an old one and a little one doing. Lucy and Neve can do the compost.
Oh.
Because
we had a meeting earlier on, about the gardening and stuff. And that's where we decided all the jobs, and we decided that these 2 could do it. So we're just showing them what to do and doing exactly the right thing as we should be doing.
So what are we doing now, Sarah?
We're going to go in empty. But at first, we can't put plastic in the compost bin. What you need to do is Ellie, you need to put it in one bin or the other bin. What if there's no compost bins? Well, we would just have to put it in a normal bin if we didn't. Remember, Lucy just brought the compost bin and we didn't used to have it, did we? No. So we had to put it in the normal bin. But now we have a compost bin, we can put it in the compost bin to recycle. Yeah.
Sometimes children, if you tell them what to do, they don't always want to do it. But if they've actually volunteered and it's something they really are passionate about, then they will make a really good job of it and carry on doing it.
In the tree sparrow group, you have to look after the endangered species, such as the tree sparrow, and every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, you go out to the field in different groups and you feed them. Are there any problems with like the seed or the equipment?
Well, at the moment the buckets aren't that good because the handles are breaking off them, so I think we need some new buckets.
So we can contact the RSPB for that.
Some seeds, they keep going down and things like that.
Okay, so when we ring the RSPB, we can tell them about those two things. So now when we go out, we need to see if we see any more tree sparrow, because that's the reason we're doing it, and we can see if there's any birds that we saw last year and any new birds that we didn't see.
We feed the tree sparrows because they're an endangered species, so we feed them to try and keep more of them alive.
It's quite hard for them to find food because it's starting to get into the autumn. But we get more and more every time we...
We've been doing it for about 2 years now.
Yeah. So if we just like to...
Can you open the gate, Becky? Not all schools get to do all this. Like sometimes, like the teachers or people who look after the school gardens and caretakers do these
they
jobs.
just do it instead of the children. I think it's good
better that
the children get to do it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And sometimes they'd probably like it too because they get to see all different birds that they might never have seen before.
Yeah.
And because we like it so much, we don't forget because we enjoy it.
Like every dinner break, we always tell each other that it's the birds today, and like every single day, we always tell each other that it is the birds.
Right, if you'd like to get everything. That took ages.
It all adds to the whole ethos of school, obviously. They all feel responsible, they've all got a job to do, and they enjoy doing that. But it also comes back into the classroom because it does make them more responsible, it makes them more independent, and because they're doing this outside of the class, you know, it's second nature then just to do it within the classroom as well. Right, we've had quite a lot of time there to have a go at this writing, and I hope we've all had the chance to do a really good piece of descriptive writing. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at each other's work, read it through and mark each other's work. So what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to swap books and you're going to have a good read of it, and then at the bottom of the page I'd like you to write one comment in your friend's book to tell them what they have done really well. Then I want you to choose something that they could perhaps do to make their work even better. So write a sentence telling them what they can do to improve their work.
Look, so she won't be able to read that one.
Worms and eels are shaped like rolling hills.
Should I do a little smiley face for you? Yeah.
Well, I've read through Emma's work and I've put how she needs to improve, and I've put what she's done nicely, and I put like it was really good because she'd done a sentence and then she'd made it better, and I thought that was quite good, like she's done there. Yeah, I said she could improve by putting the words closer together.
Yeah, I think it's a good comment because I do need to put my words closer together. And I don't really mind really because she was told to put what I need to improve, so that's what she's done. I find it quite hard actually because you don't really know what will upset them and what won't upset them.
I think you just have to really look at the pictures and put down what you really can imagine.
It's quite nice because they've noticed something that you can do better, so they're telling you something for the next time you do it. I would prefer someone in the class to do it than Miss Clark all the time because it's just your friends and they can put an honest point of what your work's like.
Well done, Olivia. You have wrote a good description setting of our storybooks. You have put lots of similes in, and that is good. So well done. You just need not to put as many the's in it.
We establish different ways of marking and assessing the children, and sometimes their own friends are involved in assessing and saying how they could improve.
You just need to improve your spellings, but the sentences are superb. You've also put some fantastic words in this piece of description too.
They weren't very good at it at first, but the more they do it, the more they realise, oh yes, I could actually do that. And it just moves on from there.
So what exactly have you done in this lesson? What have you learnt about?
Decimals.
Right. What was the first thing you did?
Fractions.
Right, what we're going to do now is then we're going to read these out. As you read it out, you can bring it up and stick it on the board, and then we'll see what everybody has managed to learn in this lesson and if they've managed to achieve the success criteria. Bill.
I have met my LO by adding fractions and decimals, and I have enjoyed this lesson and would like to do it again.
Thank you. Emma.
I have met my LO by learning about fractions and decimals. I found this lesson very easy and I would like to do it again.
Well, the children have just assessed their own work at the end of the lesson here using these post-it notes. And what I'm doing is I'm going through to see who really has understood what they've been doing and if they feel they've met their objective. And I'll take ideas from this to put into my lesson for tomorrow. So if I think they really have understood it, then we'll move on. Some of them haven't quite got it, then we'll readdress what we've done today. I'll also later on, once I've marked the children's books, I'll add other things on to my plan, and I'll be able to tell more whether they've met their objective or whether they need a bit of revision on the areas that we've covered today.
Now we're going to look at your targets at the front of your book. Do you remember what we're looking for? What do I keep asking you children to put into your work? Finger spaces. And are you doing it yet?
Yeah.
Some of you are. Lauren is just beginning. Should we just look at Lauren's work and see? Because she didn't have finger spaces there, did she? She only started to do it last lesson. So that is absolutely fantastic. It means if you can do it again, we'll be able to tick it off, won't we? Children need to know how to improve, and they need to know that it's in their power. If they do this, this and this, then they can achieve that. And it's only through the targets that they understand that.
The targets help us because if we do what they say, we get more better at working. They're trying to help you do more work. So when you go to high school, you can do it better. Yeah, because at the moment I've got some... Those are my old targets, those are the reading targets. And if you flap up work... Those are my last year's targets, and then if you come to the back, those are my targets for this year. When I was a bit younger than I am now, I couldn't do my finger spaces, but now I am doing my finger spaces. I felt really pleased with myself because I had done it.
Having taught in a secondary school prior to coming here and a larger primary, I feel that personalised learning is still something that could be done in almost the same way as here. Within the year group that you're teaching, there's still the wide range of ability, and it's the idea that all the children just need to know where they're going, regardless of the situation and the number of children.
Sometimes we help each other. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we're stuck, we help each other.